From then on, I was just completely scared out of my mind. Like, I was always worrying that the police would just show up at my door and, take me in for questioning or something like that. So, this was a very stressful and worrying time for me. Uh, it came to a point where I actually had to contact the FBI. And the reason that I did that was because one day I looked in my email inbox and I saw that my email had been used on another form, much like the Roblox support form where you put in an inquiry and you put in an email address for them to write back to you from. And it said that I had contacted a high school and threatened to, you know, shoot it up. So in that moment, I knew that, if I didn't act fast, there would be police at my door, and I had to step in and do something. That same day, I went on to call the police with my dad. Okay, so we, picked up the phone and we called the police, and when we did, you know, we told them what was going on, and they said that we actually had to talk to the FBI about that. So we got the FBI's number, and what we did with that was we called them, and they told us that they could, have us submit a request to the website. So I went out to the website and I recited everything I'm telling you right now, except minus this, of course, and what lies beyond this, to the FBI. And I cited a bunch of sources, I gave them a bunch of information. I wasn't allowed to, disclose any sort of physical proof, like DMs and stuff. That stuff wasn't included. I couldn't send that. But I told them the story of what was happening, and I sent it, and nothing happened. I waited a day, and I waited patiently for them to get back to me. The next day, there was a knock at the door, and it happened to really be the FBI. It was two people. They were dressed in regular everyday clothes. They seemed pretty chill. Um, and we sat down and we talked about what happened, and I explained everything that I had explained in the email, just more in depth. We explained it, and they actually told me that this was, very sadly a common, like, occurring thing that happens all the time. Um, and this is not unheard of. This is not unknown. This happens to people. This is something that does really happen. And I I did my best trying to tell them exactly what happened. I explained to them that, on the Roblox support form, there's no sort of like two-factor authentication. So like let's say you have a friend's email or somebody emailed you and you see their email address, right? And let's say you know that that person plays Roblox. You take that email address and go over to the Roblox support form and you take their Roblox username and you put it in there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna disguise myself as this person for whatever reason, right? You can do that. There's no two-factor authentication. When you submit a Roblox support ticket, there's nothing sent to your email asking, "Hey, did you do this?" It just immediately assumes that you are the person that said it. So what happened was, you know, Roblox really thought it was me, and they took it very seriously. So they filed a police report, and that's when the police showed up at my father's house. So we talked to the FBI about it, and they were completely understanding. And that's just kind of how I went. They said the best thing I could do was take pictures of all the emails I had gotten to show them any proof, and email it to them, which I already have done. And just don't interact with Ben Miller. That's the best thing I could do. Is just not interact with him. And I mean, I've been doing both of those things, and I am completely fine. I haven't been banned again. I haven't talked with them, and I am happy again. I'm much less stressed out about this whole situation. That's pretty much the story. Before I end, I want to thank so many of you guys. I mean, words cannot describe how thankful I am that so many people have commented on my videos, liked my videos, watched my stuff, and just told me how they feel about it, how it's unfair. I have a Discord server, a bunch of people have joined there. I have people making art of me, like, oh my god, like, this is incredible. The support that I've gotten on this stuff is incredible. I want to thank each and every single person that's come together, left comments, liked my videos, made art. I want to thank everybody because you made this really stressful time like not nearly as bad as it could have been because I never felt alone. You know, like I never felt like I felt scared. I felt scared, but the support was overwhelming, and I really cannot thank you guys enough for that. But yeah, I'm gonna throw some art up on the screen here because I did promise the artist, like, hey, if you make art, I wanna thank you guys, and I wanna put it up on screen and all that at the end of my video. So here's some of that art. Just yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making this. And I really hope that you never ever have to go through anything like this ever. Like this is terrible. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care. Okay? Love yourself. I love you. Okay? Thank you for sticking around. Goodbye. You're still here? Was the microphone getting good? I mean, like, let me know, because, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Oh. Can I get the Minecraft meal? Linton meals! I'm going to be typing my name out on this dress to impress filter, and whatever outfit it gives me, I'm going to have to recreate and try and fit. Color monks world with happiness. Happy Mother's Day. Long home.
Roblox jobs. You serve customers and wait, what? They pay you for this? Well, what happened if I push these jobs to the limit? Like, if I work at them for 7 days straight, will I make tons of Robux? Thank you. Or crumble under the pressure? I'm getting fired! To answer that, I hop on an alt account named I Love My Roblox Job and apply to work, instantly remembering how popular these jobs are. But despite the amount of competition and strict rules, cause I go AFK or I get fired. Roblox jobs are intense, man. After 1 hour of training, I got hired at my first job, Evergreen Bar.
Hello, may I have an iced mocha?
I'll have that right over. Here's your drink, sir. And he didn't tip me. That's okay. I'll get paid soon. Just gotta keep serving. And serving. And serving. This is not working. I've been grinding for 3 hours now and have earned nothing.
Give me a way to please see.
Wait, like voice chat? I never thought of that. Maybe people will tip if they can hear my voice.
Well, could I get you some drinks on this fine evening? Alright, sirs. Here's your iced coffee with special cream.
No way! Actually, thank you! Thank you! I'm rich! I'm rich! However, 50 Robux doesn't even come close to my goal, 2,000. Last video, I donated all my earnings to people at the end, and this time I'm going to get the maximum I can to do the same. Now that I have more time and experience, I think that maximum is about 2,000 Robux in 7 days. I know these guys have money now, so it's time to turn up the charm to 11 and milk them dry.
I call this one a banana shake because it was made with a very special banana.
100 Dude, what? I really appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom just really quick. I'll be back. Alright, okay. Dude, I think this is a different type of Roblox job. Unfortunately, the audio recording for this day broke, but the second I left the table, they started screaming for me to come back. They're a bit insane, but they love me, bro. Voice chat was such a good addition. Using it, I can show off the social skills I learned in the last video to their full potential. However, I began to realize something. After an hour of these crazy guys, they got a little tiring and overbearing. I tried to switch servers, but they found me and followed me. So I gotta hide in the back room until they leave. And after hiding for maybe a little longer than I should have, I lost them. Plus, I am way ahead of pace now. And because of that, I take the next couple hours easy. I don't try hard or beg for tips. And I take more breaks than necessary to look at my phone. So before I knew it, it was... At this point, I realize I don't have very large tip options. I think the max people can give me is 100. So, filled with confidence after making so much money from those customers, I made some more costly options, ranging from 200 to 1,000 Robux. With how this video is going, I wouldn't be surprised if some mega rich people actually bought them. And that's the last bit of productivity I need to do today. 8 hours have passed, and although it felt very slow for me, not you, it's only been like 3 minutes for you, it's been 8 hours for me, I ended up finding incredible success. Little did I know, things were about to get even more successful. Because day 2's job was Kohao Cafe, a hibachi grill where you cook food in front of the customers, chat with them, and perform sick tricks. Walk in, clock in, and wait for my first customer. As soon as someone walks up to me, I'll take them to a grill. Last video, this was my favorite and highest earning game, so I had to come back. Unfortunately, after meeting my first guest, I was quickly reminded of how difficult the clientele of this game can be. After I led them to their grill, I asked, "Is here fine?"
I wanted something else. Sure, I guess.
Where would you like to go?
Somewhere.
Can I start you off with anything to drink?
Mango bubble tea, matcha tea, and sparkling water.
Ma'am, okay, are you a fish? Why are you this thirsty? Here you go. Now, what appetizers can I get?
Edamame, tempura, fried rice, miso soup, and spring rolls, please.
Okay, these people are 100% trolling.
Why do you love your job if you don't get paid for it? I bet you're just alone.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to them. They're not being obviously disruptive, so I can't call an admin demand. Yes, I gotta whip out my socialization skills and speak to them in their own language.
The ways you move your hands is quite distracting.
Thank you. I'm proud of my distracting hands. Do you like my dance?
No, I got injured while dancing, so it's kind of traumatic.
I am so sorry. I will never dance again. How insensitive of me. You know, the only reason they hired me is because the last guy died.
Keep dancing, please. It's making me hotter than the fire.
I'm done.
No, my boba cat.
Oh no, a different gang of trolls has come in.
You're so overrated and ugly, so ugly.
That's it. You both are going to unleash my dark side if you keep acting like this.
Demon comes inside me.
Does epic karate and knocks both of you out easy style.
Please,
That's right, run. I mean to run away. Although they didn't tip me or anything, I mean, obviously my demon scared them away. This interaction reminded me that talking and joking with people can go a long way. Even if they're trolling, they're just odd. And hey, at the very least, I had some fun. But after seeing my next customer, something bad happened.
I've seen you online. I love your videos.
This is not good. Even though I'm on the same account I used in the last video, I have zero tolerance for cheating. My one rule is that if I get recognized and someone donates to me because they know that I'm laughability, then I cannot accept it and I have to discard that donation.
Or maybe you're a big fan.
Oh, okay, she doesn't know that it's me. I'm just a huge fan, but I love laughability too.
James, as a drink, I'd like a strawberry ramen.
Have you ever had ramen in real life?
I have, yes. I collect the bottles too.
OMG, that's epic. And while we chat, subscribe. But only if you are actually enjoying the video. I mean it. Thanks. Anyways, we talked for about 20 minutes. Then afterwards, I just got tipped 100 Robux! This girl was so nice and then she tipped me that much? Oh my gosh!
Of course.
Thank God I successfully tricked her into thinking I'm just a fan and not the real deal. Later, getting recognized really screws me over in an awful way. But for now, at least, I'm safe. However, as I continue to serve people, none of them are really tipping me. Sure, it's fun to chat with them, but if they're not tipping me, then I'm just wasting time. So for this next customer, I need to turn my charm up to 110% again. Which should be easy, considering he's dressed up as a Regretivator character. A game I literally voice acted. By the way, I love your outfit. It reminds me of Pest from Regretivator.
It is. I love Pest from Regretivator. He's one of my favorite designs from the game.
You know, I've actually met Yuke before.
What? That's awesome sauce.
And one extra charming lunch later. Have a great day, and remember to tip if you're feeling nice.
Oh, how do I tip?
Interact with me and then select gift. OMG, no way. Thank you so much. That's a lot.
I make money for Robux shirts and pants, so glad to help.
And after chatting a bit more, I end up friending him. Doing this also directs me to his profile, where I see, oh my god, I just met a celebrity. Yeah, Marcy has nearly 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. I just got money and conversed with a famous individual. Let's go! So, with my newfound money, 110% charm, and new strategy, what's my next plan of action? It's no secret that this challenge has been very successful so far, and normally that would be great. But, in all honesty, I begin using that as an excuse to just sit here, be lazy, and scroll on my phone. Can you blame me, man? I'm so far ahead of my goal that I may as well take a break. It's like I'm running a race and I'm way ahead of the guy behind me. I can afford to lay down for a bit. I mean, it's not like there's a short story and or fable that warns against this attitude. Okay, I gotta snap myself out of this. Let me find a customer real quick. Got one. He looks fine. So, not knowing how weird this guy was about to act, I led him to his table. This is the slimiest table we have, sir.
It's so slimy, I love it. I'll have some cream soda.
Because it looks like slime? Yes.
This wiggles my body.
Wouldn't believe how much I'm told that.
I'll have some Eda Mom. Reminds me of Mama Slime. Eda. It's truly a shame what happened to her. Burnt by Father Mine in the Great Slime War of 2017.
That's rough, buddy. But after serving him his food and learning a few slime war tactics, I love my Roblox job ended up making another new friend. Turk Lloyd sent me a friend request. But more importantly, I overcame my laziness. For now. Let's keep that train rolling and serve the next customer, who, unbeknownst to me, is about to entirely change the course of the next week of my life.
Sheesh, very full out here, lol.
We got a table!
By the way, was that your boss back there? Who was behind you?
I don't really have a boss.
Oh, I mean, the owner is kind of your boss, lol. What about I don't order and I tip you? Lol, I'll dono you Robux for points.
That's very kind of you.
Want a game pass? Robux. What do you want?
You're very kind. You don't have to. I'd appreciate anything.
100 is your max. You should put up more, lol. Alrighty.
Oh my god, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Add me. Alright, bye.
I don't... Who even... What's that? What? What is happening? I take some time to add even more expensive tip options because apparently I need them. And return to work. Oh my god, he's back already. Wait, he's back. I'm so confused.
Table for 3. Me, myself, and I.
The usual, I see. Yes, sir.
Can I have sparkling water to start and for appetizer? What is this stuff? I only know fried rice.
This guy is such an anomaly. Who is this person?
Skip the appetizers and meal. Let's do dessert. Foreign. Whatever that is. Looks good, I guess. I'll take a foreign.
Coming right up.
That took like 20 seconds. Dang, good job, lol. I can't say this tastes good since it's Roblox, but it definitely looks good.
Wanna look at the secret menu? I only have one secret item, but it's cool.
Wait, huh? Bet secret item it is.
We proceed to talk a little about games he likes, his upcoming projects, and tons of stuff. Despite the fact he's very odd. I mean that in a good way. I roll with it. And we socialize well. Up until...
Listen, before I do something, you're about to freak. Calm down. Alright.
What? You don't even know who I am! You just... Thank you so much, man. Genuinely. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Don't worry. So, wait. I got a request, though. Anytime I join you, and you are open, when I go up to you, say hello and your greeting right after. Say, the casual, and it will be your secret food item on that secret menu. Alright.
The usual for my richest customer. Understood, bro. I will never forget. We then proceed to talk all about his developmental endeavors and how he's made hundreds of thousands of Robux. Bro is literally the Great Gatsby of Roblox. I'm just gonna call him that from now on. Though, just to be safe, you should check out Laughability's 24 Hours at Roblox Jobs video. That's how I found this game.
Oh. Guess how much my account is worth.
Yep, alright, he has no idea who I am and he does not care. I wrap up our talk and head back. 1,125 Robux from that guy.
What?
He didn't know who I was! He didn't even recognize me! He hasn't seen the video! He doesn't know me! This is the most well a video I've ever made has gone. What is even occurring right now? So, remember the issue I had earlier? The one where I I just sat behind a wall and scrolled on my phone? As it turns out, laziness and confidence don't mix. Or I guess they mix too well. The point is, I'm very confident I can win this challenge now. And that's making me very comfortable. Comfortable enough to take a 1 hour long dinner break. I spend the next half hour just sitting at my counter and scrolling on my phone. And for the 30 minutes after that, I'm, have a great day, and remember to tip if you're feeling nice.
How? It's not letting me press it.
That's alright. I stole a lot from the bank before coming to work here. I'll be fine.
Oh, let's go.
I scared off 2 customers because I'm a bank robber. It feels nice to just take the job easy for a change. Scare away customers, not worry about earning money. Truly, a good life. Wait, what? My day is already almost over, and I've just been sitting doing nothing for nearly half of it? I'm thinking perhaps perchance it would possibly be a wise idea to continue serving customers, I believe. Oh, and look who it is. RC's returned with a new Regretivator cosplaying friend.
Dear Lord, they're multiplying.
Regardless, this is the perfect opportunity to make use of my last hours here. Not knowing the chaos that was about to ensue, I led them to their table. Check this out, RC. I got new cooking animations since earlier.
Molly, it's awesome.
I hit that. You cannot say that I did not hit that. But then, in the middle of me serving RC, Gatsby rejoins the game and lets himself in. Because, of course, he does.
You guys gotta love this chef.
After these customers, you want the usual?
Yes, sir.
I set him down with the others and serve him up the usual. And then another one of RC's cosplayer friends shows up to the table.
Dear Lord, they're multiplying even more. How will this affect the drug population?
The crew keeps growing.
Hi, can I get food?
Dude, I'm handling like 5 different people at once.
You see that table there with more seats. Why don't we go here? We can fit everyone.
True. Table switch time. I have Gatsby here. I got Pest cosplayer and the other people. What is going on? None of these people even know me.
I'm Buddha. Bring a girl to the table. B or B guys. Watch me.
Wow, he wasn't lying. He then proceeds to grab 2 more random people, and now I'm serving 8. Desperately scrambling to write down all their orders, I begin the cooking process. And using the 110% charisma I learned from earlier, I somehow managed to balance everything. I cooked their food perfectly, entertained them all, did a sick basketball move. This dinner was going phenomenally. Wait, what? Wait, wait, the slime guy is friends with. What is happening? What is going on? Why is everybody that I've met today? Why are they all here?
Arky, have you heard of the Great Slime War?
No.
Oh, it was a war of the ages.
150 Robux from the Melanie cosplayer. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Slime. Dude, I just got tipped so much money. I don't know how to keep track of it all right now.
This reminds me of the time Brother Slime got arrested for breaking and entering.
The table slowly loses customers until it's just RC, Turtloid, and their friends. I'm a little suspicious that they may know who I am, so I throw in a couple of tests for them. I say my favorite Regretivator character is Brock Throckmorton, the one that I literally voice act for, but they don't connect the dots. Yup, they do not know who I am. Eventually, the conversation concludes, and I walk them away from the table.
Oh, wait, one last thing. We call that slimy diamond.
Hit the slimy dimey for today, low key, and you'll get all the ladies. And after what feels like hours of fun, we finally say our goodbyes and part ways. Turtloid and RC end up being very important later in the video, but this is the last I'll see of them for a while. I'll be stretchy because I'm feeling fantastic. You see, that was actually a clever reference to the Fantastic Four character, Mr. Fantastic, who can stretch his body, which is why I've probably already completed my goal of 2,000 Robux raised, and the challenge isn't even 30% done. It's at this point I remember why I'm doing this. There's so many Roblox job workers who aren't as good at socializing as I am, who can't type fast, who never make any tips. Walking around this restaurant, I can check the stats of other employees. There are so many of them who've played longer than me, but haven't earned a single cent. So many people who probably feel like they're failing. I know how challenging it can be to perform well at these jobs, which is a really funny sentence to say because they're stupid Roblox jobs. But you try getting tips out of the 8-year-olds who play Roblox, man. They hardly even know how to think, much less tip. I need to make as many Robux as possible today. donate to my fellow workers, the people who've never seen a tip before but deserve to. I can't just sit here and accept I've won the challenge. So what if I interpret the goal a different way? Whenever you make any tips in a game, Roblox takes 30% of them, and the game creator takes 10%. Meaning, despite raising nearly 2,000 Robux, I've actually only earned about 1,000. I don't want to donate 1,000. I want to donate 2,000. Like I said. In other words, I need to raise 3,500 Robux. In other words, that means I'm only halfway done. In other words, I gotta get to work. So I lead my next customers up to their table. My new goal would scare most people. It would be impossible for most people. 90% of Roblox players have never even seen 3,500 Robux, much less earned it in 1 week. But I'm not most people. I love my Roblox job. I'm so confident I can earn this money that I turn off the ability for my friends to join me in my settings. I can do this all by myself. Starting with this table. They sat at the wrong table. They sat at this girl's table. This girl is not even. I don't understand.
I want coconut.
I don't understand what's happening right now. Why are they running away? Why are they running away? Where did they run away to? I'm so confused. Yeah, okay, I don't have enough time now to serve anyone else, so I just spend the rest of my shift fishing. With my new hardcore goal established, I celebrate making it through the day and earn some money. But I won't be celebrating for long. Let me tell you the story of how I got fired. The same night my shift at Cohow concluded, I had to prepare for the next day by training to work at Pablo's Italian restaurant. Trainings are usually pretty boring, so I have a bit of fun and do a little bit of trolling. A respectful amount of trolling. The most respectful trolling you'll ever see. Like calling over a trainer to ask them, are you a trainer?
Yes.
Just stupid little trolls like that. Micro trolls, if you will. Trolls that surely won't get me in trouble. You probably know where this story is going.
You are not required to use perfect grammar, but your messages must be understandable. We understand that English is not everyone's first language, so try your best.
What if English is my strongest language?
We make our way to the dining room to train. Or rather, I should say we take 30 minutes to make our way to the dining room to train. Yeah, do you see why I'm doing these micro trolls? I've been sitting here for 50 minutes so far. This is the actual worst. We make our way to a table and our trainer stands on top of it. I and many others also stand on top of it.
Make sure you are not standing on top of the table too. Thank you.
I do another micro troll and decide to stand on a chair. Aha! She never said anything about a chair. But when a trainer says,
Get off the table.
I decide not to push it and actually be polite and step off the table like I'm asked to. Get off the table. Fine. Oh, did I fail it? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it at all. Yeah, it looks like they just teleported me off the table. Fair enough. So I make my way back to the train. Strangely, though, I quickly find I can no longer enter the training. Did I just get... because I was standing on the table? I thought, surely not. Surely they did not fire me because I was standing on the table. They gave me half a second to react to the warning before teleporting me away. You saw the clip. I could hardly even read the warning in time before I was teleported. I was in the act of getting off the table when they teleported me. So it's probably just a glitch that I can't re-enter the training, right? I glitched out. Can someone help me? Please, can you help me? I glitched.
Ciao.
Ciao.
You are being dismissed
for
for
not
not
following instructions. What do you mean? I stood on the table and he told me to get off it and gave me 1 second to get off of it.
Please now leave the server.
I'm getting fired! I'm getting fired for standing on a chair for 1 second! What instruction?
Please now leave the server.
Can you tell me what I did wrong so I don't do it next time? I'm confused.
Follow instructions.
Oh! You were kicked from this experience. I got fired from Pablo's for standing on a chair. It was definitely partially my fault for standing on it in the first place, but they didn't even give me time to react, bro. Imagine if I was like a 12-year-old who genuinely didn't know what they did wrong. Then, after they fired me, did you see how they talked to me? They treated me like I wasn't human. What? Not to mention the fact that apparently standing on a table is all it takes to get fired from Pablo's. So basically, I didn't do what you think I did. If I did, it was an accident. And if it wasn't, then it wasn't even that bad even. Yeah, okay, maybe this was slightly my fault. But still, I now resent Pablo. I vow that come tomorrow, I will get revenge on Pablo. I've been a good employee so far, but over the course of the next day, you'll see how nefarious I could become. And as I recomplete the training they kicked me from last night, I noticed something very odd. After lining us up on the wall, we're teleported one by one to run a trial of how serving someone would actually work in the restaurant, just to make sure we're ready. Our trainer watches us and then gives us criticism based on our performance. The odd thing I noticed, though, is that not a single person is passing with a perfect score. In the chat, I can see that everyone is getting criticism about something. So I write it all down. I want to pass perfectly. I have to make sure I don't flub anything like these other trainees. My competition is 8-year-olds though, so I'll probably be fine. And after a long wait, I'm finally selected to do my trial. And I run everything perfectly. I'm about to be the first one with a perfect score. They'll frame paintings of me in Pablo's. The perfect employee.
I will now list one or more things you can improve. Keep in mind how to whitelist a customer into the restaurant. You can do this by pressing L for the line queue.
I did that though. When I did that, I whitelisted them. What? I did my job! And before I could ask any further questions, she walked away. I literally did that. I have video evidence of me doing that. Look! I think I just did it perfectly, so she had nothing to say. I see what's happening here. Pablo doesn't want you to succeed. He doesn't want you to gain confidence. He needs you to believe that you're not enough. That way you stay loyal. You don't complain. You never stand on tables. Okay, maybe I'm still mad at the table thing. I don't think Pablo has some evil plot, but it is really strange they do that. If they can't critique you, they just make something up. You know, I don't think I even want to work here. I think today I want to get fired. Pablo's has already wasted 2 hours of my life. They've punished me for nothing. And they've insulted my ability to whitelist customers. I can whitelist customers! So I made a plan. I'm gonna start innocently, but throughout the day, troll worse and worse until I'm causing so much damage that Pablo has no choice but to fire me. I'm willing to accept the consequences that come with this if it means getting back at Pablo. I'm pretty far in the challenge, so surely this